Hey, what's going on guys? Butterbar here, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about matchmaking for Modern Warfare. Now, we are literally just days away from the release of the Modern Warfare beta. We get it next Thursday on the 12th. Honestly, I'm super excited, but I'm nervous on one aspect of the game. Besides the microtransactions, which we probably won't see until October, one of the biggest things I want to test out and see how it's implemented in this game is matchmaking. How is this game going to match me up against other players? Because if you got to go through the other Call of Duty games throughout the series, there was at least one point in time where matchmaking felt really good. It felt like you were matchmaking up with just a public lobby. You really weren't matchmaking up against somebody that was just like equal to you, or you were having bad matchmaking with teammates that were on your team and you were the only person that was dominating or at least doing somewhat good on your team, and you were facing just the most sweaty lobbies possible. And then all of a sudden something changed, and that's what we got. It went from matchmaking being really great in just public lobbies to all of a sudden one Call of Duty game changing it all completely to where it is just a sweat fest sometimes. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you played Black Ops 4 any at all, you know exactly what I'm talking about, where it's sometimes a game where you'll just be like, man, this felt great. I'm having a great game. This is the most amazing game in the world. I just won 102. This is awesome. And then literally the next match, you can be put on the team that you were actually fighting against. You can be put on their team, and you're fighting against the team that you were on where you had that amazing game, and you're like, what the hell happened? So Black Ops 4 has definitely been one of those games where you can actually know that it's either you're doing the stomping on somebody or somebody's doing the stomping on you. And it's just one of those games that honestly, as somebody that's just playing as a solo player, you don't know what the hell you're getting into. You have no idea what you're getting into when it comes to the matchmaking, because honestly, you don't know exactly how it works. However, at least in my opinion, in Black Ops 4, there is some type of skill-based matchmaking, and in skill-based matchmaking, I do not like whatsoever. I am not a fan of skill-based matchmaking. I would love to go back to the days of Modern Warfare 2, 3, Black Ops 1, somewhat of Black Ops 2, where matchmaking was pretty decent, and you didn't have to worry about being match-made against people that, I mean, you're pretty much sweating the entire time. You are busting your ass to win that game, where honestly, as a casual player, you just want to have fun, you want to have a good time, and you don't want to sweat every single game in the game. I think there's some times where, you know, you can sweat, you can have a good match, some competitiveness, but honestly, when it comes to matchmaking, at least in a public lobby, people don't want that. People do not want to be match made against, you know, professional players every single game. People want to have fun. People want to have a good time. And at least when it comes to skill-based matchmaking, I really hope it's not in Modern Warfare. At least I hope it's not in public matches. If there's a rank something, if there's a rank league later on down the future, awesome. That'd be great. That would be a great way to implement skill-based matchmaking in this game. But when it comes to public lobbies, I don't want it. I do not want skill-based matchmaking whatsoever in this Modern Warfare game. Now, we did get some information from the Game Informer interview that we're going to see some type of skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare, but it might not be to the extent or the extreme that Black Ops 4 has kind of done in its public lobbies. So from this Game Informer interview, we've learned that, look, Infinity Ward not only wants to please the pro players, people that grind out Call of Duty games year after year after year, but they want to introduce new players, and they want them to have a good time. They want everybody to have a good time, whether you're somebody that's a pro playing it all the time, or you're somebody that's new trying to get into the game. And to me, seeing what Infinity Ward is wanting to do, where, look, when it comes to skill-based matchmaking or matchmaking in general, they want to make sure that everything is at least on a as much as it possibly can in a level playing field, to where people that are pros are having fun, people that are just new to the game are having fun. And Infinity Ward's goal is like, look, we want to make sure that new people that are coming into this game that want to play it and they want to stick around with it, hopefully they are able to, with the way that they're actually making the matchmaking in Modern Warfare. And hopefully that's a good thing. Look, new players in a game is a really great thing. If Modern Warfare is able to bring in a lot more crowd and a lot more people to their game, I think that's great. It's going to make the game last a little bit longer. It's going to have a bigger audience, a bigger pool of players to pull from. But one of the biggest worries that I have about this is that I felt like Black Ops 4 was similar to that until all of a sudden, man, it felt like you could not get into a lobby to where you were literally busting your ass completely because your teammates weren't doing a damn thing, or you were doing the stomping and you were just going ham town on people. So hopefully it doesn't go down the route the way that Black Ops 4 did it. Hopefully, with at least when it comes to Modern Warfare, they're understanding that if they do some type of skill-based matchmaking in that game, they understand that they could piss off a lot of people that play that game a lot and consistently, but they also, too, do not want to piss off new players that want to jump into this game and have a good time and continue on playing with their game. So Infinity Ward is kind of is on thin ice right now, and they understand that. They understand that with the way that matchmaking is done in the past, that they want to make sure that they can keep players together. They want to keep players in this game and actually be intrigued and to keep playing this game over and over again. And hopefully, at least when it comes to microtransactions, hopefully that's not going to be the thing that drives people away. And hopefully matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking, if it's actually put in Modern Warfare, hopefully this is not a thing that's going to drive players away. Now, one of the biggest things that, at least for me, when it comes to new players in the game and wanting to be fair, wanting to draw in a bigger crowd, because also too, I'm one of those pro players. I'm not really pro, but I'm one of those, more consistent, more, players that have been around for a long time when it comes to the Call of Duty series. I definitely don't want skill-based matchmaking. I do not want something that is just terrible for me as somebody that's played for a long time, but I also, too, don't want it bad for other players. So one of the things that I think would be kind of interesting to do, what other Call of Duties have done in the past, which is a kind of a boot camp for the, I think it's like for the first 15, 20 levels, the 20 ranks that you get through, you go through that boot camp of where you're actually able to test out what the game is like, test out weapons, perks, and just kind of see overall what the game has to offer. I don't think Modern Warfare should coddle people as much as some people might want it, but I mean, look, for somebody that's been around for so long, I definitely remember back in college playing Modern Warfare and not being coddled. I bust my ass to be good, to be a better player, to best myself, no matter what game I'm playing. So I really don't want Modern Warfare to be coddling players up into a certain rank. I definitely am completely okay if there's a boot camp, if you want to draw in more players, get them used to the environment, get them used to the game, let them use weapons, let them use perks, see what they like, what they don't like, and using that 15 to 20 levels as a boot camp thing to where they can try team deathmatch, domination. I think that's going to be really good. I think that's going to actually draw in players to enjoy it, to actually try it and play it, and also to see where they what they like, what they don't like, and what they are good at. So when it comes to matchmaking in Modern Warfare, I think that'd be a great route to be able to take players that have just bought the game, they're just getting introduced to the game. I think that'd be a great route to actually take players to where, they're not getting stomped literally as soon as they boot up the game. They're not going as a private 1 or private 2, jumping immediately into a game and getting stomped. No, they're going into a different matchmaking system and being able to play that and try it out with people that just bought the game as well. However, once that 20 levels have passed, you should be able to matchmake with the rest of the server, be able to matchmake with everybody else that's playing the game. And I do think that's fair just because you're allowing people to try the game out, be able to master it a little bit for the first couple of ranks, and then you're able to jump into it right away into a public match with everybody else once you've passed a certain point. Now, honestly, I would love to know what you guys think. Look, when it comes to skill-based matchmaking or matchmaking in general, some Call of Duty games have done it great. Where back in the day, back in 08, 09, 2010, matchmaking was pretty decent. You literally just match-made with whoever was around you. I believe it was like the best connection possible. Whoever was around you, you connected to the best connection possible. When it comes to skill-based matchmaking, it's not like that whatsoever. I could be somebody in Kansas City connecting to somebody in like Taiwan or Russia or Germany or something like that. And it's just based off the skill-based matchmaking. It's not based off connection. So I might just have a terrible time playing the game just based off of my connection. And to me, that sucks too. So honestly, if there's some way to be able to implement something to where not only is matchmaking done fair to help out pro players, help out new players, and be able to kind of get a level playing field for everybody to have fun and not to literally have a sweat game every single game the way that Black Ops 4 has done it, but also to connection. Look, in Call of Duty games, I definitely remember when connection was everything. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, dude, connection was everything back in the day before, the lag compensation came in, and that's probably a different topic for another video, but, when it comes to this matchmaking, I really do hope that at least not only does it take in player skill, player performance, but also, too, it takes in connection to where, you're not getting outgunned or outmaneuvered or outplayed by somebody, and it's not your fault. It's based off the connection, and you can't really do too much of anything about the ping, and again, that's one thing that I do want to know, besides the matchmaking that they plan on doing in this game, what is going to be the lag compensation that other Call of Duty games have done in the past? What is it going to be for Modern Warfare? So I have a lot of questions. I think we're definitely going to be able to try this out when the Modern Warfare beta comes out. Dude, it's a couple of days, man. It's a couple of days. We're going to be able to give out a lot of feedback from this beta to let them know what we like, what we don't like. And honestly, the matchmaking is going to be one of those things. Matchmaking is going to be one of those things where we're going to be able to try it out, see if we like it, what we don't like. and just kind of go from there. And hopefully Modern Warfare becomes a great game. Infinity Ward is able to take that feedback, take it in, maybe hopefully make matchmaking good if it's really bad during the beta. But honestly, I want this game to have a lot of success, and hopefully matchmaking is not one of those things where it's that anchor that is just pulling the ship down to where it can't fully sail or fully perform the way that it could possibly be. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about it? Skill-based matchmaking, do you think it's going to be in Modern Warfare? Do you think it's going to be like, in this game, just like other Call of Duty's games have done in the past? Or do you think it's going to be going another way to where it's kind of going back to the olden times where it was just public matches, public lobbies? You literally just loaded in with whoever was, looking for the same match, and it didn't matter what skill or anything. It was based off more of connection than anything else. Honestly, I would love to go back down that route, but I doubt we'll do that. Honestly, when it comes to skill-based matchmaking, hopefully it'll go the route of ranked or league play, to where people that want to compete and want to go that way can do that and match their skills up against other people that are the same skill level as them. But when it comes to public lobbies, I really do hope it just is public lobbies. It's just a nice casual game to play, and it is not a sweat fest every time. So guys, let me know in the comments below. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys all next time.